Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for our reading from Wednesday the 4th of December through to Sunday the 5th of December. There is a lot of movement in the skies, a lot of astrological energy coming through. So I'm asking for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video, and as always, take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. So I'm asking for a card for Wednesday. Wednesday, the sun is squaring Saturn. So Saturn is the planet of our karmic learning, our karmic lessons, and is helping us to look at, with the sun in Sagittarius, that Sagittarius is all around expansion. Saturn is the planet of restriction of those old structures. So the sun in Sagittarius is helping us to expand and see beyond those limiting beliefs and the restrictions that we place upon ourselves through our mind. Also, the moon is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So there's a lot of Saturnian energy helping us to look at our karmic relationships and the situations that we are moving through at this time. With the sun in Sagittarius, it's helping us to expand beyond those limiting beliefs, see beyond the restrictions that we place upon ourselves through our minds and through our fears of stepping into something new. So on Wednesday, just being asked to look at where we are restricting ourselves. Where do we feel that we are not moving, or if we're feeling that we're in some kind of transition of movement, how is that making us feel? What is that invoking within our bodies? To be able to sit in the comfort of the mystery of not knowing. So a very powerful day on Wednesday. Also, we have Jupiter in Gemini and Mercury in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of energy here in Sagittarius. So both Mercury and Jupiter retrograding in the opposing signs. So Jupiter rules Sagittarius, Mercury rules Gemini. So Jupiter in Gemini is at its detriment, and Mercury in Sagittarius is also in its detriment. They're in opposing signs. They're not comfortable there. But with them both retrograding, it's helping us to look at the bigger picture, to step beyond our own illusions, to see beyond those patterns that we have created in our reality. So it's a very powerful, insightful day with lots of downloads coming through to help us to see beyond the constraints we place upon ourselves, and to help us to move and have the breakthroughs that our higher self is guiding us through. So I'm asking for a card for Wednesday. We have the Temperance. For Thursday we have the Nine of Wands. For Friday we have the Hierophant. Saturday the Ace of Wands, and for Sunday the Lovers. Okay, so we and the Nine of Pentacles wanting to come out. So for And this is the card of Sagittarius. The Temperance is connected to the star sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the centaur, half horse, half female, with the bow and arrow. And the bow and arrow, if you follow the bow and arrow where the arrow is pointing, it's pointing to this fixed star in Scorpio, Artemis, which we have been having the activations from. This fixed star, Artemis, is the star that holds souls that are going through transition. It's very heart opening. It helps us to really come into our heart space. And the Temperance is asking us not to get tempted into coming into our heads and going over the same scenarios, the old karmic lessons, especially with the Saturnian energy, the Sun and Saturn squaring each other, the Moon in Capricorn, Saturn ruling Capricorn. So the Sagittarius energy is coming in, asking us to expand from those limiting beliefs that we have created in our own reality. So this is a beautiful a balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within, listening to the intuition of the divine feminine and taking action with the divine masculine in an aligned way, in a way that is with grace. To be mindful of stepping into any impatience or any anger, to breathe and bring ourselves back into the moment as we're moving through these powerful shifts. We are moving and integrating with a part of our soul that we have not integrated with for thousands of lifetimes. We have shed and moved the layers until we are coming into that place of true connection with our soul. Not being tempted to go off in our head and to make rash decisions, to take things personally, remembering that everybody is being bathed in this energy from the cosmos. And if anybody is treating us with some disrespect, to breathe, to bring ourselves into alignment. And if somebody is treating us with disrespect, they're not disrespecting us, they're disrespecting themselves, and that energy will become one of their lessons. So to keep ourselves in alignment, we don't need to react with everything that's going on around us. During this time, everything is magnified. So it's coming into this place of balance of however anyone is treating us around us, or certain members of the family. That is the soul lesson, especially with this Saturnian energy with Saturn. However we treat someone, or however we are in a certain situations, when we go into those old reactions, that's an old karmic pattern, and we are unwinding and untangling from those now. We may want to tell that person and reprimand them, but if we do, we may be coming from a place of anger or hurt, expectation, to just breathe and move through it. And this is not letting the other person get away with anything, because no one gets away with treating another with disrespect. The lessons will come to show them and to hopefully heal them of their misalignment. So during this time coming in, being aware of anything that may come to the surface, calling in our angels, and connecting with Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and feeling the expansion of Jupiter in Gemini, which is the lovers in the tarot. Gemini is the lovers and Jupiter is retrograding in there, helping us to see beyond these hurts that we have within us, to be able to expand and see beyond, bringing through the wisdom. We're receiving these downloads of wisdom as Jupiter is retrograding in Gemini, the opposing sign to where it rules. So Sagittarius, Mercury is retrograding through Sagittarius, and Mercury is all around our communication. If we keep reacting in the same way to how somebody treats us, then we create the same pattern, that nothing new will come of that. So it's just to think, to come into alignment and find different words. If you feel that you want to say something, make sure you're in an alignment and speak from your heart, of not trying to show that person's wrong, but allowing your heart to open and flow from your heart, and anything that you wish to say to that person, as long as it's not showing that person that they're doing wrong, because that will just cause more irritation. Asking and speaking to the higher self, our angels, to speak to their angels, to be able to help them to see how they're making other people feel, because we are all blind to that sometimes. We may go into a subconscious pattern and affect people around us without even realising it. So again, it's as we bring ourselves into alignment, listening to what is invoked within us, to do the work within. We can't change anyone around us. We can't change any situation around us. The only control we have is with ourselves, that we don't go diving back into trying to fix, trying to tell people how to behave. It's coming back. And yes, if the little ones, if the toddlers and anyone under the age of 16, we can guide and set those guidelines for them. But when they grow up, it's okay, let's work on ourselves, because as we work on ourselves, we heal the relationships around us, and we heal those situations. So this is a major card. This is Temperance. Let's not be tempted into going into the old ways of behaving. We are merging into a soul essence of ourselves that is not this, that is not going into the old patterns. We're stepping into the newness. We're bringing in balance and harmony of our divine masculine and divine feminine within. And as we do that, we flow and we create from a place of pureness, of pure love. Thursday is a very powerful day astrologically. So Mercury retrograding in Sagittarius, coming into conjunction with the Sun, with the great attractor, who is at 14 degrees of Sagittarius. So fixed, if we can say fixed in the universe, everything moves, but it's there in Sagittarius, this great attractor, which is a phenomenon that pulls and draws and brings out negative energy. So the Sun and Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, asking us to reflect. This energy on Thursday will help us to see how we are contaminating our manifestations. It will help us to see our higher timelines and our different realities, to sit and meditate this day, to really dream big, to create, to journal. Journal all the things that we are grateful for, everything that we are grateful for, and to look how far we've come, and to just look in, tap within our inner being. Are we still in alignment with our vision? Are we stepping into some kind of stress and impatience? And taking a breath, you can see there he has climbed the mountain, and I can see there he is receiving a download as he's journaling. So as we open our mind and allow ourselves to dream big, write the script of our life without any restrictions. Because if we have it in a vision, we can attain it. To have those beliefs in our soul and our soul path. So Thursday, the great attractor, Mercury, the sun, all communicating. This is very, very powerful for our manifestations, for the releasement and the letting go of anything that contaminates from the past, anything that's contaminating our manifestations, to sit, be with ourselves, to be able to feel this energy of the great attractor that is surging and pulsing and drawing from us the old that is stopping us from ascending. And we're moving up this mountain here, and as we move up the mountain and connect with the heavens, so we are making sure we're still in alignment, we're still choosing what brings us happiness, we're still choosing what brings us peace, we're listening to any resistance going on and breathing through that resistance, because that's an old pattern stopping us and trying to keep us in the old habits. Look, breathing through any resistance, coming into our hearts, allowing our hearts to guide us through this time, making sure we're taking some time out on Thursday as this powerful conjunction of Mercury, who is retrograding in Sagittarius, where the sun is at this moment ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So Jupiter is taking us into our uncomfortableness, to anything that we want to tense up and go into a fear of moving forward. Jupiter is retrograding through Gemini and helping us to expand beyond our limiting beliefs, to sit and make and journal on gratitude, looking at how far we've come, aligning it to our North Star, which is Aries is in the North Node, the I Am. What is it that brings that passion up within us? The abilities that and our gifts that come to the forefront, to really have faith in those. So Thursday, a day of dreaming big, of really sitting and allowing the great attractor to draw from us the blocks that we are placing through all limiting beliefs and restrictions. Friday we have Teach, which is very powerful. So Friday we have Mars going into retrograde, and we have on Saturday Venus moving into Aquarius. So there's lots of movement coming through the week. So Mars retrograde. Mars rules Aries. Aries is in the North Node, the direction in our that our inspirations are taking us, our soul is taking us. So Mars going into retrograde. And we may feel the slowing down of energy. It's a big planet and doesn't go into retrograde very often, but when it does, we will feel it. Mars is our energy and helps us to see where maybe we placing energy where it's not meant to be, to help us to refocus where we're placing our energy, bringing through so many insights. This is the card of Taurus. We have Uranus in Taurus, retrograding in Taurus, and Taurus is the earth sign, our earth, everything around us, our lessons that we are going through. We've created everything in our reality. To be able to start to take energy away from anything that we wish no longer to manifest, to take our energy and draw it back. And that's not going into resistance or moving away from anyone, because if we feel that we want to move away from somebody, we're going into separation. There is something karmic going on there. To be able to expand into relationships, into groups. We have Venus moving into Aquarius with Pluto, who's newly in Aquarius, just finding his way there in Aquarius. This is one of the community of coming together, each with our own unique gift, bringing our wisdom through and being appreciative of others as well, sharing their wisdom. So we are really moving this week through lots of energies and realigning ourselves constantly to whatever we are being challenged with, because it can bring challenges up because we are letting go of the old patterns that are so ingrained that we feel have kept us safe, but they've kept us in a place of restriction. So the Hierophant is the card of our spiritual connection, bringing through the spiritual downloads, the symbols that we require, for our next phase of our spiritual evolution, to keep ourselves grounded on Friday as Mars moves in this retrograde, pulling back any energy that if we are overthinking something, over analysing, try to understand another, bring that energy back. It's causing us to go into exhaustion, mental exhaustion, to really come into alignment with that beautiful divine energy that's coming through, the O's divine intelligence. And you can see there, he sat on those steps, absorbed in this golden light, in the divine intelligence and wisdom, and speaking to others. So this is a time of the teacher within us being activated, which is poignant for me because and the people who are coming on Friday that are taking their teachers, which is very humbling, and I feel very honoured to be doing this. So each of us will be waking up in certain ways to our abilities, and we all have these abilities and we will be sharing them with others. Saturday, the Ace of Wands, the rainbow there. And with this Artemis star that is in Scorpio, that the sun has been conjunct, bringing in through those powerful rainbow light coming through each chakras, bringing in a new vibration, new activations. So energetically, we are going and moving through a lot to remind ourselves to rest, to balance our chakra systems as we're going through these days to Sunday and beyond, knowing that something new is coming into our life, there's new opportunities coming in for us to step into our gifts. So the Ace of Wands, new beginnings, a new passion coming into our lives, bringing in this beautiful alignment. And whenever I see the rainbow, I feel spirit all around us, letting us know that they are happy and at peace in spirit world. They are helping us to live our greatest and happiest lives, I feel people coming into our lives now and keeping with the energy that we are emitting. So new people coming into our lives, there is a portal opening and I can see new energy coming in that we are moving towards. So we're going to start merging with this new energy that's going to bring such a beautiful alignment within us. And then Sunday we have the Lovers. So Sunday and Saturday, Venus moves into Aquarius with Pluto. So Venus, the planet of love, in Aquarius, bringing in that beautiful new energy of love, of finances as well. So there's an energy coming through. We're being gifted from the cosmos on every level, through our spiritual, our mental, emotional and our physical bodies. Powerful healing coming through that's aligning us with prosperity. So let go of any worries, any of those limiting beliefs that restrict us because we don't have the finances to do certain things. As soon as we go into that thought form, we actually are creating that reality. So moving away from that, knowing that the universe is gifting us with unlimited divine abundance, for us to feel worthy of the acceptance of that now. And then Sunday we have the Lovers, Mercury, Gemini. Jupiter is retrograding in Gemini, helping us to expand, to let go of our self-worth, to really look at where we are not valuing ourselves. This is the Lovers, and in past this card was the card of choice. So this card's come through with, whenever we choose love, we will gain. We won't lose anything by choosing love. We will gain expansion of our life, expansion of our hearts, of our unlimited potential that comes through from when we come into alignment with love. And the universe is ever expanding, forever expanding in love. And so when we break through this, I feel we're breaking through a shell this week and during this week, and we are going to emerge in light, in love. This is beautiful, especially with Venus moving in now from Capricorn into Aquarius, bringing in that higher consciousness that Venus brings in, that higher love, a abundance, prosperity. And this card on Sunday, so the moon moves into its waxing phase on Sunday, where we start to manifest. We start to really focus on our manifestations growing with the light of the moon. Listen to our communications. How are we speaking? What words are we using that are going into restriction, whether it is about another or ourselves, to allow our throats, our communications to flow with love. So this is a beautiful time. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So wherever we may have been restricting ourselves with our finances, within our bodies, things starting to open up and flow. And if it feels a little bit uncomfortable, breathe. We're breaking old patterns. We're breaking through. We're having these breakdowns to break through into this beautiful energy of prosperity and love. So the cosmos is bringing through all this energy. The universe is showering us and basking light and love and expansion within our bodies for us to ascend and to step into those visions that we have that are gifts from God, that wouldn't have been placed there if we hadn't got the ability to attain them. So stay focused. Anything that's contracting, breathing through it. And if our minds go looking and searching into the future of what we are meant to be doing or where we will be, bring it back into this moment. Feel the mystery. Feel the magic and mysticalness of the mystery, and creating it from this moment, creating it from this moment in time, because this is where eternity is, in this moment, and we can change and expand into new realities, which the great attractor this week, and Neptune starts to move direct as well on Saturday. Neptune is in alignment with the galactic center. So as the great attractor is taken from us, or we are surrendering into the great attractor, anything that is blocking us from our manifestations, Neptune in Pisces starting to move direct on Saturday, bringing in, and Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. It's a higher octave of love, connecting and coming into conjunction with the galactic center. So we are receiving this downpouring of spiritual awakening and soul resurrection into a new timeline, into a new reality that is steeped in our spirituality, that is holistic, that brings our mind peace, that brings our body peace, that brings our emotions peace, so that we can flow with ease into the beautiful ascension of our soul. So a powerful, powerful few days. I'm sending so much love, and whatever you're doing these days, dream big. Don't allow any doubts to come in and weaken your visions. Hold them there. Put all your attention there. This is what the Nine of Wands is asking us to keep focused on everything that we're grateful for, making sure we're still in alignment of moving forward into our inspirations. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful few days. Thank you for listening.